Today I want to talk about something that most people don't say in side hustle videos, and that's this. A lot of side hustles are designed to keep you busy, not actually have you build a meaningful income, one that kind of grows when you do. So in this video, I'm going to go over 7 quiet side hustles that actually make sense, the real numbers, meaning how much money you can make, as well as the downside of each of them too, so you can pick the one that makes sense for you. Have you ever felt like you were doing the work, right? Researching, trying different things, but nothing actually changes? This is one of the hardest places to be because it's not like you're not doing anything, right? Because you're spending all your free time researching, trying new side hustles, trying new jobs maybe. But then the end result is your life just isn't changing like you thought it would. And that feeling gets heavier because the bills keep coming in, time keeps passing, and your income really doesn't move. And let's face it, especially those of us over 50, because this isn't just about spending money, it's about peace, it's about options, it's about, can I retire one day? And it's also about not having to feel that financial pressure as we get older. So before we go any further, I want you to hear this clearly. You're not behind. You are certainly not broken. And there are so many people that are trying side hustles that think that they're failing. And the truth is they're not failing because they've been shown random tactics instead of a real path. Because a lot of side hustles out there are built for people in their 20s, built for people that have unlimited time, unlimited resources, no family to take care of. Us over 50, we live a different life than 20-year-olds, right? So it's important that we find the right path that fits our busy lives. So if you are new here, hey, my name is Kim, 54 years old, a mom of 5, grandma to 1. And I created this channel because I've been where so many people over 50 are right now. I've been laid off twice in the last 10 years alone. But it wasn't until my husband's heart attack last year that's when we really took a deep dive into our retirement and realized that we were super short. And let me tell you the pit in my stomach that I felt after looking at those numbers. And honestly, it was something that we had been ignoring for years. We were hoping things were going to get better and they didn't. So I had to find something that, number one, made me money, and number two, that fit my busy life. And when I say make money, what I mean by that is it made a significant difference for my financial future. Not just a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there. Now, I'm here to tell you I haven't made millions online, but I have had a month where I earned over $4,200 while working a full-time job. And what hit me the most in that moment wasn't just about the money, it was the relief. Maybe I wasn't stuck forever. Maybe this was a way forward and a light at the end of the tunnel. And I want to say this up front because this isn't about chasing people, cold messaging, bugging your friends and family, trying to convince anyone. Because I didn't want to do any of that stuff. I was looking for something simple, quiet, beginner friendly, and real with a real system behind it. And step-by-step coaching, of course. Side hustle number 1 is transcription. This is where you listen to audio and type what you hear. You could go to platforms like Rev, Transcribe Me, or places to look. Beginners might make anywhere from $10 to $20 an hour, maybe even more if you're more experienced. Then your income could be anywhere from $25 to $30. This is flexible, quiet, beginner friendly. But the thing is, if you stop working, the money also stops. So yeah, it could totally help with extra cash, but it usually doesn't solve the bigger problem if you're over 50, and that is, can you realistically retire having a side hustle like this? Only you can answer that question, but I know for me, that wasn't enough. The second one is data entry or micro tasks. So you can go to websites like Clickworker and Amazon Mechanical Turk. They pay you to do small tasks like sorting, reviewing, entering information, and you can make anywhere from $5 to $15 an hour. It's simple, easy to start, but the income ceiling is kind of low. And again, this is one of those things that can keep you busy without actually changing your future. The third one is selling printables like planners, checklists, recipes, workout guides. You can create them in Canva, which is free, and sell them on Etsy or Gumroad. Some people make anywhere from $50 a month all the way up to maybe $500, and some people make even thousands a month. What's super cool and what I love about this model is you create it once and it can keep selling for you month after month. So it kind of creates that passive income. And that's what I love about this. But the question is, a lot of people have is, what do I make? You simply sell the knowledge that you currently have. I don't know what you do for a living, but I'm sure that there is something you do in your job that people want to learn about. And you can create a guide about that. But again, people just don't know what skill they have that they can actually create a product around and actually sell it for money. So that's a common problem. Fourth one is stock photography. You can upload pictures to places like Shutterstock or Adobe Stock, and every time someone downloads one of your pictures, you get paid. So starting out, you could make anywhere from $50 to maybe $300 a month. Obviously, if you upload a good amount of pictures and people actually download it, of course. And again, this is cool because it could be passive income over time. But unfortunately, what happens is people quit before their photo library gets big enough to even matter, to even create that passive income. But if you love taking pictures, like different pictures that people would use for their content, this is definitely a side hustle for you. Next, we have faceless content. This is creating videos without showing your face. So you can create slides and voiceovers, images. You can do this on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest. And what's super crazy, I did this and it worked. I actually built a faceless YouTube channel all around the celebrity niche. And my best month was making $1,700 through AdSense, through ad revenue that YouTube paid me. And what's cool is once you create a video on YouTube, it's out there. So you can get views the day that you upload, and then you can also get views months after you upload. So the content can keep working for you long after you post. Unfortunately, the downside is people don't stay consistent long enough for this to have this work for them. They might work for days, maybe even weeks. And when they don't see any movement, they quit right before they give it a chance to take off. I didn't do that. I started my channel and I made a commitment and I made a goal. I'm going to be monetized in 90 days. And the best part is I was. Now, I did not sell a product on this channel because if I did, I probably would have been able to make money sooner. But regardless, $1,700 in the celebrity niche, which is pretty cool. Oh, and I want to put this out here. If you're interested in a free workshop around this, let me know in the comments because I'd be more than happy to do one if people are interested on exactly what I did to make this work. The sixth one is print on demand. So you can make shirts and mugs, notebooks, simple designs. You can use platforms like Redbubble and Printify because they handle the printing and the shipping. Some people make anywhere from $100 to $1,000 or more a month. And it sounds great because you don't have to worry about inventory, but it's definitely competitive. And unfortunately, profit margins can be smaller than people expect. And obviously it takes traffic, consistency, but people have done extremely well with this. And what I love the most is you don't have to hold the inventory, which I think is huge. The seventh side hustle I have is blogging. And this one is different because you're building assets. You can create a simple website on WordPress.com, absolutely free. Write content around something that people actually care about, and of course, something that you're passionate about. And then over time, you can bring traffic to your website and you can sell ads. You can be an affiliate for products. An affiliate is just selling other people's products. And obviously, this takes time to build. It takes time to get traffic. So you can earn anywhere from $50 a month all the way up to thousands of dollars a month if you are consistent. But the cool thing is you're building something that keeps on working, which can result in passive income, which is what I love. Now, here's what I didn't understand at first when I was trying various side hustles. These side hustles are not fake. They're totally real. They can make you money, but most of them still depend on you trading your time for every dollar. And that's the part that people don't see clearly enough. So it's almost just like getting a second job. When you stop working, then the money stops coming in. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to leverage my time. And I wanted to do something where if I couldn't work for a couple hours one day, I wanted to be in a position where I would still be able to make an income. So honestly, the real reason that people don't make consistent income online isn't because they're lazy, they're too old, or certainly not smart enough. It's just because they're chasing tactics without a system. So meaning it's like you have to stay consistent with one thing, but what I see a lot of people do is they just jump around. Like the first week it's transcription, but after that they get tired of it. So then the second week they try printables, and then they do faceless content, and then they do blogging. Nothing's tied together, and it's not their fault, right? I've done it, trust me. I've done it for years. And this is where the shift happened for me, because I realized I didn't need 10 different things to work. I didn't need to keep starting over every few weeks, which is exactly what I was doing. I just needed one thing that actually worked, that made sense for my busy life. One thing that I could commit long enough to so I could stop feeling like I'm going in circles and actually making progress towards my goal of eventually retiring one day. And what I found was a system that was already built, beginner friendly, step by step, something that didn't require me to be tech savvy, one that didn't require a following, and didn't require me to chase or convince anyone. And what stood out to me the most was the automation piece, where again, instead of consistently trying to convince people, you learn how to attract people who are already looking. I don't know, people are wondering, is this one of those MLM things? No. With this, no one above you is taking a cut of your sale. If you make a sale, you keep 100% of the profit. And it's not just about reselling either. You're learning actual digital marketing skills, how to build your own products, how to build a business over time. And there's real support, mentorship, tech help, and community. So you are not doing this alone. So here's my honest invitation to you. Don't just watch this and think, wow, that was interesting, and go back to the same cycle. The next 6 months are going to pass anyway. The question is, will anything actually change in your life? If you're tired of going in circles and you want something simple, something real, and beginner friendly, click on the link below and grab the free blueprint right now. Go through it with fresh eyes and ask yourself one question. Is this the system I've been missing? Because if something in this video hit you, do not ignore it. That feeling matters. Grab the blueprint below and let's start building something real.